I mean,
Although one thing
during Advance 3, you save Admiral. Once you get the supersonic boss credits,
you unlock Emerald.
well, you in the credits you actually see that Tails found Emerald, programmed him back to the way he was back in Sonic Battle, and Green got her friend back. I love this song with the lyrics.
Yep.
Run at the speed of sound. I'm gonna show you how to fix it. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite soundtracks in Sonic history.
Yeah, I will admit that
that was
really close.
That was close.
Yeah, I will admit I really do not like this game all that much, but I really do love the music and so not so much Seaside Hill, but everything after that.
Yeah, yeah. I personally like the classic version of Seaside Hill and Generations, but that's about it as far as this song goes.
I was about to say that the game cheated you out, but I forgot that bumper was there.
I'll get this one just for shits and giggles. If I lose it along the way, it's not a big deal.
What?
Apparently Sonic didn't want to go.
You're like, oh, I do not.
Apparently Knuckles fell off the stage, because that's what that little cancel sign above their face.
And now remember, this has been a staple in the series since Sonic 2. Compulsive gambling.
Yeah. Only in this game, the controls for the actual pinball kind of suck.
Sonic Spinball, anybody?
Well, for Sonic Spinball, they suck whenever you're not on pinball. For this game, they suck whenever you are on pinball. Whenever you're actually in pinball mode and Spinball, it's basically the same as an actual pinball board.
Was there ever a reason to make a Sonic pinball game?
I don't know.
I mean, Pokemon pinball was fun. I'm talking about... Wow!
That was lucky.
Yeah.
These are really just mash buttons. I don't really give a shit about looking for a pattern. And Knuckles, where the fuck did you go?
But going back to Pokemon Pinball, the first game I ever got for my Game Boy Advance was Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire and Metroid Zero Mission Man because it came with my Game Boy Advance. I didn't know a goddamn thing about Metroid at the time.
I didn't know they packaged Zero Mission with the GBA at one point.
I think it was just a little freebie that Nintendo was doing to try and promote the GBA games somehow or something. But then again, I got an advanced SP, so.
So yeah, it was probably that.
Did you have the regular advance?
No, I had the SP, but
you got it used.
I got a used one, yeah.
I got mine just right after first grade at Circuit City. I swear the day school ended, my dad took me to Circuit City. We were looking through, and my dad just took me over to the video game section. Okay, you see those games over there? Which one would you want? And I just pointed to Pokemon Pinball, and he just said, okay. He grabbed the Game Boy Advance and paid for it, and I got myself a Game Boy Advance that day.
Did you happen to like pinball as a kid or something?
I really liked Pokemon, and pinball was actually pretty fun, mainly because I went to Summer Adventure Club, and Mom, we went to a lot of field trips, a lot of trips to roller skating rinks, and they had a lot of pinballs. So,
God damn, that was lucky.
Yep. I really liked going to Riverside.
Okay, now apparently Sonic's the one that fell off the stage.
Yep. Oh, nostalgia stories. Whoa.
Okay, apparently Knuckles didn't have time to do shit.
Fall down. He didn't fall down. I will say this part of the song really confused the heck out of me when I heard it the first time, where it just sounded like it was starting to glitch out. Until I actually heard the song with lyrics, and it makes sense. Sort of.
Not really a big deal, though.
Yeah, it's just something I noticed. Okay, guys, you beat my lifts. I have to reach it, but you guys have to hold me up in the air. That's what Tails is basically saying to Knuckles and Sonic.
Wow.
Whoa! Oh,
we have grabby robots. If one of your characters gets in them, you can't switch to them until you free them. And if you decide to leave them alone, then well prepare to not have that character for the rest of the level.
Ooh! I like he.
Yep.
Did Eggman really have...
By the way, even though it looks like you can go through the center of that glass,
You can't.
It's
That's
the same way with the donut guns in Shadow. You'd think the enemies would go right through them, but nope.
That's one of the reasons why the egg albatross keeps hitting me.
Not a big deal. It's not that hard to dodge them.
Also, this is something interesting about the cannons. The cannon fires you in a set path when you're in speed or speed or fly. But when you're
I glitched up to the upper board here.
Again? Okay, but going back to the cannons, if you're in speed or fly, it automatically fires you on a set path. But if you're in power, you get to choose where the heck the thing fires all three characters.
And how high it fires them too.
Really? I never noticed that. Going back down.
Well, you kind of have to. By the way, you can control this with the L and R buttons, but I prefer just hit the A button, since that way it affects all of the flippers rather than just one set.
And also, going back to when I first got my Game Boy Advance.
What the? Yeah, I hate it. I hate that. Come on, Knuckles, get off the damn thing.
Going back to when I first got my Game Boy Advance. Shortly after that, my dad and I went on a camping trip. We went to a Walmart, and we found a Mario game, and we went, why the heck not? So we just spent the entire time camping in the tent playing Mario.
What Mario game was it?
Mario 3.
Oh.
And I really like how Mario actually has a bit of voice acting in that game.
Does?
He says, "Oh, just what I needed," when he gets to power up, or "Mamma mia," when he dies. Ah! Yep, I thought you died.
Nope. There's a lot of that in this level. You think you died, but nope, you didn't.
Don't do that level.
Wow. It's weird.
Grab it, Tails. Grab it. Grab it. Tails. Grab it.
It's weird for a game you like less than I do. We have a lot more to talk about here than in SA2. Although that might just be because of the fact that I actually like this game and you don't, so we can have arguments. Whereas both of us really don't like SA2.
I was defending the canon sections the entire time in SA2, so yeah, pretty much. I mean, because I'm pretty sure I'm one of the only people that actually like the mech shooting stages.
Yep. And the entire point of this board is go down, so.
Yep. Oh yeah, I was about to say, is this going to show up? And then I remembered, oh, not the next stage, because it's actually in the name of the next stage. Get what I'm trying to say?
What?
What's in the name of the next stage?
Bingo Highway.
And what's in the name?
Bingo.
And what's going to be in the next level?
Bingo.
Yeah, so I was about to say, is there going to be bingo in some level? And then oh wait, it's until the next stage. I'm speaking in riddles here.
D. Even though I didn't die. So it's
D for douche. What's the game? What color working?
What? In case you're wondering, no, I have not fixed Crystal yet.
Okay. I let him borrow my Game Boy Color, and I'm kind of indifferent to this level thing.
I like the remix version a lot more. Get up there. Oh.
Oh, for the love of.
Well, that was inconvenient.
You kind of needed to boost speed anyway.
I suppose so. Okay, that was just bad luck. It's a good thing I didn't have the key at that point.
Yeah. Oh. By the way, I finally figured out what the heck I'm actually going to name the Magnemite. It's not going to be Bort or Kenny.
What?
Silverbolt.
Damn it, I wanted you to name it Kenny.
No, I'm going to name it Silverbolt.
Kenny.
Silverbolt.
Kenny.
Silverbolt.
Kenny.
Do you really want the, oh my god, they killed Kenny?
Yes. Yes, I do.
So you can say they're you bastards?
Yes. Even though I don't watch South Park all that much.
Fine, I'll name the HP Slave Kenny. How's that?
The what now?
HP Slave.
Fine.
It's better than Slavinator.
Yeah.
And it'll be a lot more funny if Kenny was the one who killed him instead of Slavinator looking at him funny.
What the?
Remember in Chugga's Emerald
yeah.
It was like,
yeah.
Kenny killed him instead of Slavinator looking at him funny.
They've had 2 bouts of really funny battles in his Gen 3 stuff. The first one was Slavinator beating Brawley. The second one was
Bingo!
yeah. The second one was Dodrio's first battle. And their bout of really bad luck.
Poor Dodrio.
And by the way, there was a 7 up that ramp, it's just I couldn't get up the ramp, so.
Bingo!
Tails, where did you fall?
Yeah, there's some random holes in some of these pinball tables.
But that wasn't one of them, so I don't know how Tails fell off.
It says go down, so.
No, it says go up.
Are you sure it says go? Are you sure this thing's a
The arrow's pointing to where you need to go. It doesn't point to which direction you need to go. It doesn't point to which direction you need to go, it just points to where you go.
It's a good thing you're still invulnerable when you're jumping on them.
Unlike in 06.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I commentate that game so much.
It's not a big deal. I usually end up homing attacking everything in a Sonic game anyway, so what's the big point?
Is that one of the reasons why you're doing 4 episode 1?
Yeah. It's one of the main
I'm surprised.
It's
Can you
also one of the
triangle
main
jump?
Yeah, you can, it's just I don't want to.
Oh, yeah, I just asked something. Is it even legal for Tails to be here?
I don't think they really care.
I mean,
Because as far as I know, it's not legal for Sonic to be here either, given what I've heard about his age.
it's like 16 at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
I remember in Sonic's bio in Sonic and the Black Knight, it says he's 15, and his birthday is in Generations, so that makes him he's now 16.
So yeah, he's technically not legal to be here either.
Yeah, but he has a lot more maturity not to end up gambling for the rest of his life.
Are we sure about that? Because as far as I can tell, he hasn't gone past his gambling addiction.
He'll do it if there's no choice, but
Are you sure? Because there are lots of times where they do have a choice on the matter, and they still do it anyway.
now Eggman, he's a real gambler. I mean, in the Sonic X cartoon, he actually puts a card full of robot input cards into a machine, and he basically slots to see which robot he should send out today.
And Sonic still finds a way to kill them all.
Yep.
Even if Eggman says there shouldn't be a way to kill them.
I really like how Sonic killed the first robot that Eggman and someone brought out using that method. Sonic just stood on the wrist of that robot, and it just tried to smack him off, but ended up destroying his own arm.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, it was.
It's like, hey idiot, hit yourself because you have to in order to hit me.
It's kind of like Birdbot.
Yeah, I hope Sonic Boom is just as funny as Sonic X. Because there were lots of moments in Sonic X where it was funny.
Yeah, especially with Deco, Combo Kun.
Yeah.
Those guys were the best, one of the best Eggman companions in the show, in any of the Sonic shows so far.
And just so you know, Jeff doesn't really like
Underground
SatAM.
or Underground.
Well, Underground didn't have a robot thing. Only SatAM did, I believe.
Well, technically they did. Underground did with the bounty hunters that Eggman, that Robotnik hired to go after the 3 of them, but not to mention Underground's story is completely all over the place. I mean, one episode they teamed up with Knuckles and they said he's going to join them for the fight against Robotnik. Next episode he's nowhere to be seen, nowhere mentioned, nothing. He's never mentioned.
Well, that kind of reminds me of the Pokemon anime in a way, where they say they're going to have someone along for the rest of the journey, but they never do.
They didn't join them for a few episodes.
But that's about it.
Or something, or they actually give legitimate reasons of why they're no longer with them. Nope, in Sonic Underground, Knuckles just disappeared forever. Nothing really to talk about when you're going down a seizure tunnel.
Well, you can say that you're having a seizure.
Yeah, I know, but...
And by the way, in order to get these bingo things, you have to be controlling the character that goes through them. The other characters can't actually get them for you. Which is kind of stupid, but oh well.
I think the character you're controlling is the one with the bingo card.
And also, it's extremely difficult to actually get bingos on this board, because of all the damn bottomless pits. Hey, at least I didn't lose
Eggman,
rings
Tails,
because
Eggman.
Hey, at least Tails prevented me from losing rings. Because that's what happens when you get all Eggman. You lose rings.
Oh, by the way,
And no bingo's on this board today.
By the way, there's actually somebody in Screwtech that refuses to call Eggman Eggman. He still calls him Robotnik.
And the next board required me to get the middle path and actually start grabbing things on the way down. But oh well. It doesn't really fucking matter because the end of the stage is right here.
You still have the key, so that's good.
Yep. And there's no way to get hit here either. Or die. So basically once you're here, it's a matter of getting the damn thing open.
And 56 minutes.
That's kind of surprising.
Now for the third type of boss fights in this game. Well, after the special stage anyway.
I was about to say, did you forget I had the key? By the way, in this game, your reward for getting all of the emblems in the game is unlocking all of the multiplayer styles.
Are we actually going to do that?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, but that thing.
I know. That was actually from a McDonald's thing.
Not in power.
I know, but that's because there aren't any orbs up until this point. Come on, get that. Come on. There we go.
You had a little trouble there.
Well, that's because they didn't give you any orbs at the very beginning. It was all spike balls. And now he's messing around with my PS3.
I'm not pushing any buttons.
Just... Ooh, only 3. Damn it.
Wah, wah, wah.
I bequeath to you a boot to the head. Or more like a fist to the head, but oh well. And now for the mook brushes then. By the way, that timer doesn't actually count. It's just weird. For some reason, I really like this song.
And also, this is how you live grind with Team Chaotix.
Yep. Just get to the very end of these mook brushes and then kill yourself.
The lives you'll gain are going to replace the ones you lost very quickly.
Yes.
But don't worry, the mooks will occasionally drop levels.
Yep.
Occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got a shield.
By the way, that balloon up there is a free team blast if you need it.
You know.
At least not for this one, anyway. I don't think there was a free team blast balloon in Robot Storm.
Oh, by the way, the only time I ever died in this boss fight is when I accidentally fly off the edge.
Yeah, it's kind of easy to do that, despite the fact that there is a guardrail. Knuckles, stop swearing on Tails. He's too young for that.
Hey, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was shooting around Cream.
Yeah, true.
Hey, you're leveled up, Knuckles completely.
It's kind of ironic, seeing as I wasn't even trying to do that.
I think.
Boom. Sonic, you can get off of my arm now, is probably what Knuckles is thinking at this point. Yay, I can actually start spamming Thunder Shoot.
But if I wanted to do play a game with a lot of moves, I'd just play Arkham City.
Or Unleashed, at least for me, because I actually like the Warhawk stages.
I like the Warhawk stages too, but if I want to play the HD version,
you'll rather play Arkham City.
Well, I don't have the HD version for Unleashed.
True. By the way, for those of you who are tired of going to Eggman Land for your level grinding, just buy the at least in the HD version, just buy the Aperture DLC because you'll actually get a night stage that that's a lot shorter than Eggman Land, but will give you just as much experience.
It's still hard as Eggman Land, though, as far as I'm
It's only one battle, and that's because they give you a big mother, along with a lot of annoying wizards.
Oh, wizards! I hate them so much.
Yeah,
Even in the Weaver, they're a pain in the ass.
especially the ones that heal the others, because they heal themselves too.
There's ones that heal them. I've only kind
The
of
red ones heal them.
I've only come across
It's
whenever the red ones came up, they're just summoning others.
well, they might have changed it for the HD version. It's also entirely possible that I'm thinking of another type of enemy, and it's the red ones that actually give them defense and attack buffs.
And how fitting you ended this with a Team Blast.
I didn't even mean to do that. I thought there were still more mooks on the way.
I was about to say you could really show out the second effect if more mooks show up. Huh?
Oh no.